We got Alexander Valen here. If you guys were watching the Daily Climb last week, Alexander, 20 plus years of experience at Accenture. He managed 150 developers, balling, right? Made all kinds of money. He was making about $87 an hour. Now, Alexander, he can't find work. How long has it been, guys? It's been 21 months. It's been 21 months since Alexander has been employed. Now, you may ask the question, why? Why is Alexander, with sort of a background, out of work? Well, this is what recruiters are telling him. Recruiters are saying to him, he's too expensive at $87 an hour. So the people who have the skills, who've been doing this for a very long time, working and managing 150 developers at their rate of $87 an hour, recruiters are saying you're too expensive. Alexander, you need to drop your rate. So if he was making $180,000 a year, which is a good salary for middle management, right? They're looking for him to take 100. They're looking at him to shave off that $80,000. He needs to take a pay cut because you know what? Somebody's going to be willing to take that pay cut and do that job. So recruiters like, you're too expensive. We're going to hire somebody else a lot cheaper. Alexander applied to work at Chick-fil-A. He didn't even get an interview. This man managed over 150 software developers and can get hired at a chicken restaurant. That would have been a good job because they close on Sundays. He would have had Sundays off, right? Jason says the Big Five auditing firm. Sweet, congrats. Yes, she's at Deloitte. Very proud of her. Mark Louis says, when did the show move to mornings? Is it a daily show now? It is, Mark. We are going live with the Daily Show, 7 a.m. every single Monday. Every single morning, sorry. But every single Monday as well, too. Monday is market intelligence. Beam says, how do you think AI will affect sales jobs? I'm going to tell you like this, man. Sales roles will be impacted, but not as impacted as some of the other roles that are redundant because there's a human element that you need when you're selling. There's a relationship building. There's things that AI cannot automate, and there's things that AI cannot do with that human connection. AI doesn't know how to show empathy. AI doesn't know how to speak confidence. AI doesn't know how to make somebody feel that you're out there giving you their best. AI doesn't know how to do any of that sort of stuff. So when it comes down to AI in sales, yes, there will be people that's replaced, especially if they're not using AI, because you should be able to do a lot more. But however, if you're using AI and you're in sales, you're in a really good spot. You are in a really good spot. And you're speaking with somebody who actually is in sales. Make sure that you stay performing. You're going to be in a really good spot. And going back to my man, Alex, 21 months without work. What does it do to his family? He's behind on his mortgage payments. His retirement savings completely depleted. He's driving DoorDash to survive. His wife can't work because childcare is too expensive. His self-worth destroyed, confidence destroyed, walking with his head down. You know when you see people walking with their head down constantly? You know, sometimes you got to walk down, you got to walk with your head down when you're trying to see exactly what's in front of you. Sometimes I walk with my head down, you know what I mean? I walk with my head down, I'm just looking in front of me, I'm thinking, I'm looking at what's in front of me, and I don't want to have any eye contact with people. But when your self-worth and your confidence is destroyed, you're walking with your head down for everything. You walk in a place that you should have your head up and you should be thinking and you should be looking at people in the eye to show a lot of confidence. This man's head is down. Self-worth destroyed, confidence destroyed. This is what happens when companies treat human beings like disposable resources. When they prioritize AI efficiency over human dignity, when they choose shareholder profits over employee survival, this is what happens. But this is not just all the company's fault. This is why I'm coming to you guys on the morning. They give you guys the game so that you know how you go to work and you get your work done. You go out there and crush it and you make yourself a good employee, but make sure that you're building those skills so that one day you can take those same skills and you can consult. You can take those same skills, you can coach. You can take those same skills, you can make the money that you want to make. You can take those same skills, you can start creating videos like my boy Tech Back Trey and start making a whole bunch of money on YouTube. That's the game. And this is why we do this show. And the show is not to scare people, but to acknowledge that the reality that working is the game, especially if you're working in corporate. And also to show you the reality that working people are facing today. You may not be in this situation, but there are many others that are. And if you are in this situation, you're not alone. Okay. But here's something else that you guys need to know. I'm gonna share something else with you.
I got rejected from Food Lion. I thought y'all meant stuff that requires a degree, like an actual job, like something like important, something that takes like skill and actual knowledge, like creative director, an IT specialist, people that know how to do engineering, therapy, teaching. I thought there was a job market crisis for that. I I've been trying to get a job since like summer basically started, and I couldn't find any. I couldn't find a summer job before I get back to college. I couldn't. I got rejected from fucking Food Lion.
This man used to come into his mom and dad house during the summer. You know, mom and dad, I'm coming home to spend some time with you this summer. Boy, you better get yourself a job. Yeah, I'll get a job. It'll be easy to find me a job, mom. I'll just go to the Food Lion down the street, bag some groceries, make a little bit extra money so I can go to college and have some extra money in my pocket so I can party, turn up, drink some Ciroc, drink some tequila with my friends, right? And he gets home to talk to his mom and dad. It's like, oh, you know, mom and dad said you should probably be applying for these jobs right now. No. The job market is cool. I'll be able to get myself a job at Food Lion. I'm a college student. I know these people. Goes out, fills the application at Food Lion. Sorry, sir. We can't hire you. No job. He thought that jobs are only for, or people who aren't getting jobs are the people who are in tech. He thought that the people who aren't getting jobs are the middle managers. He thought the people that were getting jobs were people who had college degrees. No, this is impacting people who are looking for internships. This is impacting people who are looking for summer work. This is impacting people who are trying to work multiple jobs. This is impacting just about everybody, guys. This is impacting college graduates. College graduates can't even go into the job market confident with the skills that they thought they built with the degree program that they were in. They go and graduate, walk across the stage this summer. I'm gonna be looking for a job. Over 80% of them can't find jobs right now. Now, I gotta tell you about my niece Carissa, who's down in Houston right now, getting ready for Deloitte. She got the job. Why did she get the job? Well, because she did everything that I told her to do. She did everything that we talked about. She does everything that we talk about in the Heights Patreon. She did her internship. She worked side jobs. She also did summer jobs. She went to every recruiting event, and then she landed a job at Deloitte. That's what she did. But this is the reality of how the job market is currently impacting people, guys. When you see people crying about losing health insurance, you see people struggling to pay their mortgage, you see people struggling to get jobs in the summer, you see people applying to hundreds of jobs with no response. That's the human cost of these corporate efficiency decisions. That's the human cost of these political decisions like tariffs. That's what it is. You guys may not think it is, but that's what it is.